My first gigs pretty much evolved around a small little club here locally. Had my records all in, milk crates. I took like 2 or 3 milk crates with my records and those old granny crates that grandmas go shopping with. Wheel it down the street, get on the bus, go to my gig, and then pray that somebody could take me home because I was too poor to even take a cab. I did all my own PR, management, bookings, everything. It was like seriously a 14-hour day job, putting press packages together, phone calls, post office, UPS, and it was, quite a job for the first 7 years of my career. I play pretty free-form style, I guess you could say, because I kind of do my own thing. I really enjoy bringing different elements of music together. Taking house music and bringing it up into trance and then into some 2-step garage and tricking people into loving drum and bass. I love that. As you'll see a lot of other DJs, perhaps, they're just mixing. They're really good at just bringing the beats and the elements together, very smooth mixing, whatnot. Me, I take certain parts of a record, usually, and I'm working with just that part of a record and coming in and out of records fairly quickly. I mix and match as I'm going, especially with the different varieties and styles that I play. Some of the tricks that I use definitely is like dropping the bass when another bass comes in, like when one track is breaking down and the other one the bass kicks in. Slamming stuff around, it's hard to even describe what I do because I'm in such a different state of mind when I'm on the turntables, It's really knowing your records, really knowing the timing of everything, with how samples are laid in, where the breakdowns are, the rhythmic patterns of records, the key that they're in. There's just so many elements. When I'm happy with my set is when I end up losing myself in the music that I'm playing. That is when I'm most content. And when you do tricks that you've never even done before, it just flows out of you, and it might never happen for you again. It just all happens. Just magical moments like that are my favorite moments. I love to take the crowd on a journey. Probably because I like taking myself on a journey too. It's a little selfish of an act. I do this for myself. It's not necessarily just for the people. It's my life. Upcoming DJs, I would recommend you, one, stay true to yourself, play music that moves you, and the energy that you create in moving yourself is going to help move that crowd. Don't compromise your music or your art. For sending out demos, always make sure that your information is on the tape and the CD itself. I cannot say that enough. Because shells of tapes and CDs get thrown away, lost, whatever. I always put the information on the tape or CD. Also, presentation does have an effect. Yes, it is, of course, the music on the inside that is the main thing. But, presentation does help you get past just passing it on to somebody else and actually putting it in your tape deck. Don't give up. I remember, when I used to do all my own stuff. And if you believe and you have a passion for this and you believe that you can make it happen for yourself and there's nothing else you'd rather do, then stick with it, because for every 100 packages I may have sent out in the beginning of my career 10 years ago, I may have gotten 3 to 5 responses. Back then I played too hard, especially for San Fran disco. Couldn't get a gig in this town because everybody's like, you play too hard. Until I started taking myself elsewhere, and then I started getting a little more respect in my own town.